You always know when a person's not got a telly. You know why? Because they bloody tell you. They're not shallow and massive thickos like everybody with TVs.
Do you know what is nice though? Is being able to have a drink with my children now. That's quite a nice transition from going from you're drinking to them drinking and them being too drunk.
All the things for my son to remember. They will never ever forget when I was absolutely wasted in Ibiza on a family
that was
holiday.
their childhood.
Hello, Claire Hamilton.
Hello, Sarah Cox.
There was a bit of granola in your teeth. You were fishing it out.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, lovely people. Welcome.
Hello again.
All right. Here we go. Hello, Claire Hamilton.
Hello, Sarah Cox.
Hello. No, we should definitely keep that first bit in. Granola Gate. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, she's still going. Is there a bit back there? Is it delicious?
I've got so much stuck in my teeth.
Oh, do you have a yogurty granola thing? I had a boiled egg, and you get two eggs from Pret.
It was too healthy for me that today. Couldn't be bothered.
A little bit nearly went down the wrong way. I thought, that's not how I want to go. Choking on a bit of boiled egg. Would you be able to do the Heimlich manoeuvre on me?
It's not called that anymore.
What's it called?
An upper thrust or something.
Really?
Yeah, they've changed it.
Why? Was he a wrong un?
I don't know, but we've discussed this over the weekend, actually, because one of my friends did this manoeuvre on somebody years ago.
Really? Did it work?
Yeah.
Wow.
They actually saved their life. I think it was a bit of apple that was stuck in the throat, and they recognised him at the hotel that he performed the manoeuvre in, and she corrected him and said, it's not called that now. It's called
an upper thrust.
Upper thrust.
Away from all that, hello and welcome to Teen Commandments, the show where we try to untangle the often scrambled brains of our poor teenagers who are still going through it at the time of recording.
Yes.
A-levels and GCSEs. Good luck. We feel your pain if your kids are going through that at the moment. So Claire, lovely to see you. Little Jackie was down at the weekend.
Oh, how was Jackie?
Oh, she was on great form. It's funny when I'm with my mum because I think for the first bit, we need to sort of get used to being together. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I find like, because I'm quite busy, when I'm at home, I like to chill. And when my mum turns up, it can be like a little mini Bolton grenade thrown into the middle of everything. She's not particularly disruptive. She talks to the dogs like she's talking to a human. Now, I talk to my dogs a lot, but she talks like full-on conversation.
My mum does this too.
And it's quite distracting because it's like hearing one side of a phone conversation. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Because you think, are they talking to me? Because she will, rather than just like, hello, Daisy. Well, hello, Daisy, and how are we today? And what have you got there? You've got a little squeaky hedgehog toy. Are you going to let me have the toy or not? Well, I don't know why. Well, hello, Dolly. And because there's 3 dogs, you're just like, what's she doing? She's still talking to the dogs. But after a little while, she settles in and we all settle together, and she ended up staying an extra night because we were like, don't go yet, stay. But you know what was quite funny? I'd completely forgotten she was coming. You know, if things don't go in the diary, they ain't happening.
Yeah.
And I'd completely forgotten. I know we'd arranged that she was going to come down. I didn't put it in the diary. And so what had happened was a few weeks back, I booked for me and Ben to go and watch Catherine Tate.
Oh, fun.
In a comedy play called Oh Mary. She was on Ramesh talking about it. She sold it so well, I thought, right, I'm going to go to that. Yeah. 90 minutes, no interval, the dream. We talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
So I booked these 2 tickets for me and Ben. And then Arsenal do quite well in the Champions League. They get to the final, which was on the same day as the theatre.
Okay.
So this was last week. So Ben's like, obviously, babe, I'm not coming to the theatre. I'm like, right, of course not. So I'm looking into thinking about how I can move the tickets. I thought maybe I might go up north. If there's going to be loads of football going on at the house and his family coming round and stuff, I might get the hell out of there. So I was thinking, what do I do with these tickets on the Saturday? And I'm faffing about. And anyway, Mum messages me on Thursday and goes, just a little reminder, my train gets in at 1 p.m. Friday. Oh. I was like, oh, shit. Quick,
good job she sent the reminder.
I know. Because I was going to head up north.
Yeah,
I mean, it should have just come in. I'd have been heading up north. So I was like, Jesus, completely forgotten. So I was like, oh, lovely. Of course I know. Can't wait to see you. And she's like, have you organised anything for the Saturday? And I'm like, yeah, we're going to the theatre. So like, phew, and giving away the tickets.
Oh, fantastic.
So we went. It was really funny, the play. It was quite rude. My mum really laughed at the rude bits. There's a blowjob moment, and it's quite slapstick and farce, this play. People dashing in and out, and there's a blowjob moment, and Mum was like, what? You know, there's one person in the theatre where you can hear their laugh. I thought, is Mum going to become that person? But she just did it the once where she was like, it went on for ages. And I'm like, ew, Mum, don't laugh about blowjobs. You're not supposed to know what blowjobs are. I like to think of it. But she was, she was excellent company. It was nice.
Oh, bless. It's so nice, isn't it, having our mums around? I've just taken my mum to Wales with us all for
I saw that. So she's in with the gang with all your mates and your cousins. So lovely.
It's because, well, one of my friends said, you have your little entourage of your mum and your dog everywhere you go. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but okay.
You're like, I don't know if I want that as my USP. You know Claire, always with her mum and dog.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
oh.
It's supposed to be like, you know Claire, always in those Louboutin heels. And always has a wheelie case because she's just got back from New York or Paris.
Yeah, it's like the one that's always in Wales with a mum and a dog.
But nice that your mum's so I mean,
lovely.
Everyone loves Sylvia, don't they?
And she just gets really stuck in and involved. And I'm away with some of my school friends who've grown up with her as well. And I think they all kind of are quite protective because we've lost my dad and, you know, she's doing bits and pieces on her own for the first time. So it's really nice. But, this part of Wales, I can't pronounce it properly, so it's really bad of me to even try. But
Try.
Llanbendrag.
Llan. Is it a Llan? Is it a double L?
Llanbendrag.
Llanbendrag.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous. Wales is absolutely gorgeous.
I was just looking at all the property. I was just disappearing down little cul-de-sacs and just these
Literally?
houses. Yeah.
Were they on little cul-de-sacs?
Yeah, there was little kind of like cul-de-sacs and estates, and we'd go for a little walk and like,
I thought you were using the analogy. The cul-de-sacs of your mind. I kept disappearing down these cul-de-sacs.
Going down.
Like, where's she gone?
Sale. Like, there's a for sale sign. I was really in love with it. It was amazing. And there's quite a few hot men on the beach in the morning.
No way.
Yeah.
Were they on holiday though? You don't want to be fancy. You don't want to think there's a hot men. There's a high count of hot men and then they're all just there visiting. Do you think they're locals?
I don't know. They all seem quite suntanned and stuff.
Were they running?
Walking dogs.
Walking dogs. Nice.
Yeah. I was just a little bit like, there's quite a lot of hot men all together in one place, which is quite rare these days. For me.
I mean, it sounds a bit. Well, you'll be there on the wilds of the beach. You'll be like Attenborough. You'll be setting up with a long lens camera, just watching the local wildlife trundle past,
trundle down the beach. I didn't realise the beaches could be that beautiful in Wales.
Come on, it's got a novel written all over it. This is going to be my next book. It's going to be basically you.
Yeah,
it's going to be hot single mum who's had her heart broken a few times. She's got no luck with men. She's an empty nester-ish. And she moves to the coast in Wales.
She's a disaster. It's a catastrophe.
Relationship-wise, she's a disaster. But she moves to Wales and finds love with a rugged Welshman.
And you can come and write it in my new cottage.
Yeah, this is going to happen.
It's
I can
amazing.
feel it. I can
so
absolutely feel it, babe. It was funny while Mum was staying as well. You know when she used to come in and sit on the bed. She's not done that recently. But Ben always holds like the sheets up to his neck whenever we can hear her knocking around. Because before, when we've been in bed in the morning and she's, you know, if it's like a Sunday or whatever, or even at night because we go to bed so early, me and Ben.
Yeah.
And she'll come and give a little. She doesn't do a knock and push now on our bedroom door as much. But for our bedroom, yeah, she'll come in. And she's done it before where she's just come in and be like, oh, hello. Right, love, I just had to ask you a question. Or, Ben, can you work this on my iPad? And she'll come in and she'll just perch on the bed and Ben will just be like in his pants with like the duvet pulled up to under his chin.
I've got my mother-in-law on the end of the bed. I don't know what to do.
It's so funny. She's got the habit of that, which makes me a bit sad, really, because I just love loved watching how much Ben squirmed. Whenever I put a picture, and I'm sure you're the same if you put Sylvia up, because I'm always like, Sylvia's there. Whenever I put a picture up of little Jackie on Instagram, people just love it. And also you get a lot of people going, look, appreciate your mum while you've still got her.
Of course.
People are like, I miss mine so much, you know. So in those moments, not easy though, is it? But in those moments where they're slightly doing your head and you think, I'm lucky because she's fit as a fiddle.
Yeah.
You know, they're still
joining in.
Bright as a button, joining in, you know, everybody loves them. So yeah, we should cherish the mamas. My daughter the other day, by the way, was just like, scuba at me. Have you heard that? It's not a thing. They know when I'm trying to get info out of them for the pod. I'm like, what's scuba? And nothing. Apparently, I think it's a dance. There's a dance on TikTok. Scuba. Something to do with scuba.
My daughter keeps saying that's sending. Like, what? Sending it where? What are you on about?
What's in what context? Give me an example.
It means it's really good.
Yeah.
So
just that, sending.
I think it does anyway. Because she keeps getting me to say it as well. Say that sending. Send me a voice note. So I go, that's sending. She's like,
she's playing it to people.
Yeah.
She's sat in a bar going, listen to my mum say this. Okay, sending. That's a new one on me.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. Should I try it out and report back?
Yeah, definitely. You'll get it completely wrong. You'll be like, I'm just sending this. And they'll be, no, that's not how you say it.
I feel like I just shouldn't try and use any of their lingo ever, because I just feel like I get it so wrong. And they respect me up to a point, you know what I mean? They think I'm really good, career-wise and everything. Yeah. They actually think I'm pretty together and pretty good, and I think they're proud of me. But I just let myself down the minute I try and get on a level with them.
And then it goes to cringe.
Yeah, and then I'm just immediate cringeazoid. We had a great question of the week this week that you went absolutely wild for. We had thousands of responses. What smell instantly takes you back to your teenage years? I thought every single one would basically be Body Shop Dewberry.
Yes.
It is a tell me your age without telling me your age. If you're 50, 51, around that sort of age, Body Shop Dewberry was where it was at. So Nikki, Kalula, what a gorgeous name. Joanna, many, many others all said Body Shop Dewberry. So thank you for that.
I love that.
Thousands of others said that. I mean, Body Shop, like there was very few places. Go to Boots, I guess. Debenhams if you wanted to get smelly stuff, but not really. You just headed straight to Body Shop for your smelly stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, the Dewberry was incredible at the time. It's not so great now if you get a whiff of it.
Disgusting. We were obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Do you think your sense of smell obviously must mature over the years, like your sense of taste does?
Well, yeah, because there was a Victoria's Secrets era for my daughter, and it was just this sick vanilla smell, and I was like, oh
my God, the vanilla years. Yeah. There was a lot of vanilla going on.
Sickly. That must have been our Dewberry. And white musk, do you remember that from the Body Shop?
Yeah, white musk from the Body Shop, patchouli oil and Poison Dior.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Jane
Dior
said
Poison,
that.
says Jane. Yeah, thank you, Jane.
Dior Poison. Oh, yes. Do you remember that?
God, the vanilla years. I'd forgotten about that. Everything. Because at first it's kind of quite sweet, but then it's just cloying, isn't it? A second later.
Yeah.
Caroline, much more poetic. She's leaning away from the Body Shop and saying, cut grass and hot tarmac, the scent of the school summer holidays.
Oh, yeah, that's nice and nostalgic, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. Oh, Anna, I'm aware of joss sticks from Afflecks Palace. That's what I used to burn just inside my bedroom door when I was smoking other things. When Jackie would come and do her notorious knock and push.
Good old Afflecks Palace as well.
We love, I used to love Afflecks Palace. So if you don't know Manchester, Afflecks Palace is still there.
It's still,
It's all right now.
Yeah, it's still cool.
It's still got, is it cool?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's still got a few little independent shops in there, most importantly. It's got quite a few sort of leathery shops and a few vintagey style things and rave gear and that. I took Lola there that was a few years ago as well, where I say, come back to my homeland, to the place where I was raised. This is where I found my style. It was in Afflecks Palace. And still there. But when in the 90s, when we were coming up, when we were teenagers, it would just used to be floor after floor of like vintage clothes.
Yeah. Do you remember the Levi's bit at the bottom?
Yeah, thousands of pairs of it. Were they all vintage ones as well?
Yeah, all second hand. They fit better. Levi's used to fit better second hand, didn't they?
They used to have the And you used to get like weird leather jackets that at least 3 old men had already died in. I don't know what my obsession was with those.
And those things, did you ever get them things that you had done in your hair? You used to get in trouble at school and they'd wrap the cotton round it.
Oh, yeah.
So it was almost, I don't know, it was just like an extension kind of thing, but it was done with glue and it'd give you a big rash on your head.
So it would be, it wasn't the one where you get your hair wrapped on holiday. Was it different to that?
It
where you
might
get all
be.
different coloured cotton around
that's
a bit of hair.
Well, they used to use glue, so it used to last for months and it'd come out
glued.
in a big clump.
Like, yay.
Oh, it's still out.
Amazing. So yeah, Afflecks Palace, excellent. That was really the coolest place to go. You just go and flop around there in your big parallel jeans in Manchester, thinking you were cool. Any more for any more. By the way, we love our question of the week. You always join in, so thank you so much. If you want to join in with the show, you can leave comments on Facebook. Claire's built a Facebook family, a big community there. We're on TikTok as well, Instagram. We're everywhere. You can't escape us. Wherever you listen, do leave a comment. It is pretty helpful. Claire's having a little sip of her coffee. They did quite a nice pattern on the top of our flat white.
Still got mine.
Have you caught up with Amanda Land yet? Latest series.
No.
She gets obsessed with the coffee shop and they do a pattern on top of the foam and it's supposed to be a coffee bean, but it looks like a fanny.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a bit vaginal.
It's good, isn't it? Really makes me laugh. So we thought, because we did mention this in the last episode, let me have a little slurp. Claire, Phil.
Okay, so, sorry, I wasn't even listening to you.
I knew you weren't. I was testing you. You're not here to listen to me, babe. You're here to have fun.
Yes, exactly. And have a nice relax.
Have a nice relax. Let me do all the heavy lifting. It's fine. We thought it'd be nice because we did mention last time, didn't we, about drinking.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, we mentioned about the effects.
Yeah, if drinking affects your parenting and if parenting affects how you drink. Because obviously I've mentioned a few times, I don't know why, I find it very hard to say that I'm teetotal. I am teetotal.
You shouldn't find it hard.
Does teetotal mean forever, though? Should I say teetotal at the moment? And also, what's my problem with saying it?
Yeah, you're currently teetotal.
Currently teetotal. I think I'm worried about declaring it in case I feel there's then some shame if I then have a margarita at some point.
Well, yeah, you would get somebody somewhere, wouldn't you?
Going,
I thought you were teetotal.
So I'm just not drinking at the moment. I've not drank since I had a margarita in Barbados in February when we were there for half term. That was my last sip of alcohol.
Good for you.
Not missed it at all. I'm worried. I don't want to become one of those people, though. You know, like people who don't have a telly. You always know when a person's not got a telly. You know why? Because they bloody tell you. We don't have a TV. Oh, do you? No, I don't know what you're watching. No, because we don't have a TV. And the underlying, what they mean is because they read all the time and they're very cultured and they're always at the theatre or whatever and they don't need a telly because they're not shallow and massive thickos like everybody with TVs. Sorry, can you tell I know someone without a TV?
Yeah, I really can. I'm trying to think. I don't know anyone who doesn't have a TV.
You're like, why is she so cross? So I don't want to be that person that, oh yeah, I don't drink. I don't want it to make it like a massive part of my personality because I know a lot of people do. Fair play. If they've struggled with drink and they now make a big deal of the fact that they're clean and serene and however many days sober, then that is a different thing to what I'm talking about. So, of course they can be proud and show off about that. But for me, I don't want to just keep wanging on about it, she says, whilst wanging on about it quite a lot. So I'm going to stop now. But it made us think, didn't it, about, so, there's a really weird time when you're a parent where you still have it in you. You still want to party, but suddenly you're a parent.
Yeah.
So it makes it difficult to party, to have the set. Everything changes for a woman once they see those little blue lines appear on that wee stick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as the children are younger, your drinking habits are shaped around the fact that there is such a routine that you stick to that is actually, sure, it's beautiful and it's fulfilling and magical, but it's boring.
It's rigid as fuck.
It's rigid. It's a real outburst.
It is though, isn't it?
If you'd have had false teeth then they'd have flown out.
It nearly did anyway.
It is. The routine, and it's grueling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're doing it as a single mum, double that nightmare. So, of course, it's lovely, but it's hard work.
Yeah.
And so by 7:00, What do you want to do?
It's a little bit of escapism, isn't it? Just to pour a glass of wine and just sort of kick back and relax.
Like your little reward.
Yeah.
Your dopamine sensor, like beep, 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 beep. This is my reward because I've been a really nice person and a nice mum, and I've done bath time, bottle during stories, to bed.
For the last 6-7 years.
All
consistently.
of that. Yeah.
And this is confirmed with some of my younger mum friends as well, because they do live very focused around having a glass of wine most evenings, which I don't do as much anymore. But I'm like, that looking back, I wasn't such a lush. Yeah. You know, are you allowed to say lush?
Definitely, because of all the things you say, you're like, is lush all right?
Lush all
Definitely say lush. You feel, we were completely average, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
In that getting to 7 o'clock felt like such an achievement every single day, that every single day you'd have a lovely, crisp, cold glass of white wine. And that would be your reward. Oh. And you'd stop after...
I wouldn't stop after 1.
2?
Yeah, maybe 2.
You wouldn't put away a bottle every night.
No,
by
not
yourself,
a bottle every night.
The kids go into bed?
Well, you can't, can you?
No,
because
you'd be ill.
But also, you need to be aware and you need to be there, don't you? Although, as the kids grow up a little bit, they kind of start to monitor, don't they?
Well, this is it. So when they're little, you can get away with it. And if you're at a family party, they might notice that you're a little bit jolly and dancing more than usual or whatever. But then when they get to teens themselves or just pre-teens, they'll start to notice what you're drinking.
Be a bit judgy. A little bit judgy, like, oh, you're having another one.
So have you had that? Yeah,
I mean, my son... says, there were times that you dragged us to a pub and I was made to fall asleep in the pub. Like, right, stop that. That's not your whole childhood. That did happen, but it didn't happen all the time. But there were times that, I did kick back and you were awake a little bit later. So you did see me having a few drinks and stuff. But of course, they're in that phase, especially as young teens, that they don't really drink alcohol or understand about it.
Yeah, they don't see the appeal. They don't know why we'd want to do that to ourselves. And like you say, they remember.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the things for my son to remember, like of all the thousands of school runs and picking him up from nursery and taking him to the doctor and taking him for shoes to be fitted, all the things that I did, they will never, ever forget when I was absolutely wasted in Ibiza on a family
that was
holiday.
Their childhood.
That's basically their childhood.
Yeah, I get this.
Yeah, I think I swore at them. I think it came up at Camp Festival, didn't it? Because we'd got the kids interviewed to play this game and we'd made like the kids to be interviewed by a third party so they could tell stories about them. And one of them was about Ibiza, where I jokingly called, I think, my daughter a little shit whilst hammered. But obviously in my head, I thought it was really funny. I was being like really edgy, awful. And they still remember that.
Yes. Yeah.
And then what's interesting now, so it constantly changes. It changes how you parent. It changes how your attitude with drink.
Yes.
And now that obviously Ben's been teetotal for years, I'm not drinking at the moment. And I mean, the thing is, if you're with someone who's teetotal, the minute you have half a glass of red wine, your kids think you're basically Angie Watts off of EastEnders, and you're completely, booze riddled, and you're like, no, this is normal, just to have a little glass of wine occasionally.
My son does that now on a Sunday. I love a glass of red wine on a Sunday, and he's like, it's Sunday, like it's a glass of red wine.
Why does he say? He's like, 'tis the Lord's day. You're taking the grape.
Work tomorrow, and you're getting drunk. I'm not. I'm having a glass of red wine. It's like,
and the more you're like, no, I'm not. The more you see like she doth protest too much. And it's interesting because now they start to go out themselves.
Yeah. But they don't do that. I'm just having a glass of wine at home. That would be so foreign for them, wouldn't it? But they're out. And when they're out, they're having a few drinks with mates. And it's a social thing.
And with your son, is he with the drink and stuff? Is he?
Oh, he'll go out and party. He'll go and do a Saturday night. And then he'll spend all day on Sunday in bed and stuff. And so that's how he sees drinking. It's very different how we do things now. Or I do things. Whereas I'll have a glass of red if I feel like one. That's all I can handle.
Yeah.
It's one glass of red. There isn't much more.
We all know what happens when you had 2 drinks that time and you swore in the Uber a lot. I mean, we would love your stories. So just about your teens drinking or your own attitudes to drinking. I know it's changed over the years. And obviously we always love stories about your shame of getting drunk in front of the children?
Yes, they're the good ones.
Have you like danced in front of them and just done have they witnessed wild behaviour?
For me, yeah, 100%. I mean, we've even danced in my son's room not long ago. Do you remember I took my friends up?
Oh, go and see him. You were
Come and
dancing
say hello.
around.
We were dancing. I think then I'd only had 2 glasses.
So you're just like, Mum, get out.
Do you know what is nice though? Is being able to have a drink with my children now. That's quite a nice transition from going from you're drinking to them drinking and them being too drunk. Because we've also had the times when my daughter, you know, when the room was spinning for the first time and I've had to hold her hair up while she was being sick and we've had to go through all of that sort of stuff.
The first dabbles where they get overexcited.
Yeah.
I remember when Lola got to an age where she'd started drinking, so she's 18 and we're on a family holiday and I'd kind of use her a bit to be, I'm not the only one having a drink. Because even back then, Ben wasn't drinking. So, and obviously the other two are a bit littler. So I'd be like, are you having one? Okay, well, I'll have one with Lola. I was like, yes. I've got a child who's of age, so I can, you know, I'd not be like the lone drinker in the family. Yeah. It's quite nice. We'd love your stories around the subject of drinking, how your habits have changed, how little you can handle it these days, please.
Yeah. Are you judged?
Are you judged? Yeah. And your shameful behaviour in front of the children when they were younger. Please, anything to do with booze or anything about raising teens or your own teenage misadventures. We love them all. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. So what piercings have you got, Claire?
Just my ears.
Just your ears?
Just my ears.
Did you never get your belly button done?
No. I haven't got a belly button, have I?
Oh, you've got a little
I've got a little scar. Yeah. So maybe I should have done to hide the scar, but now you can't even see the scar. It just folds.
You're like, have you got an innie or an outie? I've got a fold.
I've got a fold.
The innie or outie thing's weird, isn't it? You know what? On the radio, we were talking. What were we? We were talking about. Was I talking about belly buttons? Anyway, it was some nonsense on the radio, and obviously the Radio 2 listeners, I love them very much. And one chap, you do get some text sometimes, and you don't know if people are joking. We're talking about if you have a belly button or not, or an innie or an outie. And this chap said, you need, about your belly button, you need a belly button because where will you put your salt when you're having fish and chips in bed? He was a farmer. And so this image of him laying naked in bed with fish and chips on his chest and his belly button filled with salt.
Wow.
To dip his...
to dip?
Yeah. Someone else is like, where's the vinegar? I'm like, don't ask. But sometimes with them, I'm like, ha ha ha. Are they joking? Ha, ha. Like, I don't know. Is that real? Is that a thing? That was quite a cute idea. But yeah, I never know quite if they're joking or not. Remember with piercings, I feel, by the way, do you remember with your belly button with Coral? Do you remember the model Coral?
Yeah, I remember Coral.
From our modelling days, where she got freaked out because you didn't have a belly button.
Yeah, she was screaming her head off, wasn't she?
Yeah, because she said, do you remember what she said?
I can't remember what she said, but I remember that it was dramatic. That
she was freaking out. Bless her. We worked with this girl when we were top international models in South Korea and Manchester. And was she in Thailand with you as well, Coral?
Yeah.
Super pretty, lovely girl. Northern, bit younger than us, wasn't she, by a year maybe or so. And she freaked out when she saw that Claire didn't have a belly button because you've just got a cute little scar thing there. And she said, when you're pregnant, how is your baby going to breathe?
That was Coral.
Like, because obviously through your belly button, the baby's got a tube. Like a snorkel. And we were like, we weren't sure, but we're like, we're pretty sure
it's going to be a problem.
Not how it works. It's not going to be an issue. So yeah, I got my belly button done when I was like late teens. I remember because I had a button down denim skirt and I had to have the top buttons undone and folded in so it was just free for the tube journey home. Yeah, everyone was getting the belly buttons done.
To have a little waist now and to just be able to pierce.
A little crop top and your belly button pierced. And it's like, it's coming back now, belly button piercings.
Yeah, my daughter's had hers done.
Has she?
Yeah.
Did she ask you about it?
No, she did it when she was 18. She told me she was doing it. No, she didn't. She told me after she'd done it.
Oh, really?
She did ask me before she was 18 and it was a hard no.
And then she was like,
and then she did it.
No, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Does it look pretty? It
does actually. It looks really nice. Cutie. We got some piercings together, didn't we? We got the tops of our ears done. Do you remember?
Yeah. So loads of mine have dropped out. I got my conch done. That bit inside, got that done.
Yeah.
That's dropped out, needs redoing.
Did it just drop out? See, I had a bar done when I went with you, and then it healed. My skin healed over it. I had to have it removed.
Oh, did you? Well,
Yeah.
the reason why we're talking about this, we just thought it'd be quite nice to know if your teenagers have gone and got piercings, or indeed if you got pierced as a teenager, if you pierced each other. And we went and relived our teenage years because we never went and got pierced together when we were teenagers.
No.
So we did it. It's a few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not ages ago, a few years back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago or something. I know that we've been drinking, and I know that you're not supposed to be drinking before you get a piercing, and the person piercing you isn't really.
Well, they gave us a wait time, so we went for another drink.
Did we? Like we could sneak out. So we went to like a posh overpriced piercing place. And I'm not going to name it because I am going to say that this posh overpriced place is terrible. Every piercing that I've had done there, they've done it at a terrible angle. It's wonky. You can't beat Claire's Accessories. And sadly, the physical shops of Claire's Accessories, I think, are closing down.
Oh, are
And
they?
it's such a shame because it's such a they were so basic, Claire Accessories, but there's also a kind of quite a tacky magic about them as well.
When you take your little girl to get her ears pierced for the first time,
and they sit them they sat just in the shop. Claire's Accessories is hilarious. You'd just be sitting in the shop. I took my son there to get his ears pierced, and I took both girls to get theirs done. And what was hilarious, they'd sit there, the shop would be busy, and you'd be there trying to comfort your child and get him ready.
Yeah.
And beforehand, there was
moment.
a baby being done, and I was like, oh, it wasn't my baby, but I got a physiological response to a baby being pierced.
Yeah.
And I was like, and the parents were fine about it.
I don't know as a piercer, if I was somebody who was piercing ears, I don't know if I could do that.
I mean, this baby must have been like 6 months or something. And and what's funny, what used to be funny with Claire's Accessories as well, is that I think because it probably didn't pay amazing wages.
Yeah.
And the girls who used to run it used to all look about 20.
Yeah.
Like it was just run by these young girls. Like, and you'd be like, "Where's the manager?" And the manager would come out, and she'd be like 20 now. Yeah, they were so young. It was kind of like a girl gang, and just like, we're now running Claire's Accessories, and they were just really sweet, like just these funny girls. Like, God, they're all just running this shop. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, I took my son there, and you just have to. Just got a child basically piercing your child. It was so weird.
What age did you do? Like, what did you have a set age for your kids?
What, for when they were allowed to do it? I think they really. I think maybe my daughter was perhaps like. God, that's a really good question. She must have been like 11 or 12.
Mine was 12.
She was at secondary school for sure. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was. Yeah, I know mine was 9 when my 9th birthday got my ears pierced.
I mean,
begged and begged.
Yeah, I can't judge. I was really young when I got mine done. I might have been 6 or something. I don't think. Oh, did I get them done when I was really little? I know in some cultures it's really, they get them done just as babies, and then at least it's done. I remember mine being sore in the days afterwards and stuff. But yeah, I got them done when I was quite little.
How would you react if one of yours got the nipples done?
Well, Lola got her septum done, which is in between the nose.
Okay.
So in between the nostrils, that fleshy bit that you can pinch there. And the reason why I didn't mind her doing that was because it doesn't really scar because it's inside the nose. Because my whole thing is, apparently your whole thing is like, you just don't want them to have a scar forever that they hate and they think, why did I do that? Because I do think with eyebrows and stuff, can leave a scar.
It can't it?
And so I was surprisingly relaxed because I thought, well, the scar's inside. And I went with her and again to the posh overpriced place. And the woman, when she did it, she was like, oh, it's a bit wonky. Do you want me to go again? And Lola was like, nope, it's fine.
Oh my God.
It was like 2 millimeters on the wonk slightly, but you'd never know from looking at it. But you're just like, Jesus, really? You've got one job and you've managed to do it wonky.
And you're paying a fortune. It was heavily overpriced. Place.
And she, and I was just like, I can't. It's such a contradiction as a parent when you're taking your child for a piercing.
Yeah.
Because you're willingly let a stranger hurt your child. And obviously your child's consenting, but at the same time, you're just like, this is horrible.
It's going against everything.
Yeah, she was maybe 19, 20 at the time. And I was like, and her face is still the same when she's in pain or when it's sore or when she's nervous. That reaction that you get where you just sweat, you get sweaty palms. It's horrible. And I remember her Sorry if you're squeamish. I just remember her blood was really a light scarlet, kind of like vivid, blood just coming down
Really? So it
from her
bleeds?
nose. It bleeds the septum, when they do
Wow.
it. So nipples, I mean, it'd be a no from me. I mean, it'd be a no from me, obviously. But for the kids, I mean, I just hope they wouldn't. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't like my daughter to do it, definitely. Or my son. No, I just, no.
You're like, one like my daughter.
My son can. No. I mean, for me, I don't feel anything, do I, my boobs? So I could go all day long.
What, since they've been done?
Yeah,
Uplifted and smallened?
Yeah.
It's great though. You've got nipples like dungaree fastenings now, haven't you? Again, you always had them up there anyway.
Yeah, they were always high.
Before you started messing with them, it was a gift from God. Your high nipples.
Yeah,
I was always jealous
by having my. What's it called? What's it called?
Augmentation.
Yes.
Yeah. With your big knockers for a while, but they've gone now, baby.
Yeah.
But you could pop anything through there. You're not tempted.
No. I wouldn't mind getting that done though, with the high bit of your ear
Getting your ear done again.
Should we go today? Get some done.
I wouldn't mind getting it done, actually. Again.
I would like to do that.
Should we do it again? Let's do it again. We'll do it for the socials. When there was like loads of stuff going on years and years ago, when Chris Evans left the breakfast show, and there was lots of chat about who was going to get it, whether me or Zoe would get the breakfast show. Obviously, we all know the end to that story. That was that Zoe got it and I got the brilliant tea time. So it all worked out beautifully, in my opinion. But I felt so out of control because the press were talking so much about who was going to get it. I just felt like I had no control over any narrative to do with me. And I went and got a piercing. Oh. And I got a piercing just inside. I think that was the conch one because I want to just take control of something in my life.
Wow.
Isn't that a weird reaction? So I was like, right, I'm going to go and get that done. And I got a little lightning bolt and got it in my conch.
That's
and just
what you did.
Yeah, it was almost like I need a distraction from all this stress and all the stuff in the paper. So I'm going to have a piercing. That'll give me something to concentrate on and take back a little bit of control.
Right. Is the conch where it gets rid of migraines?
The conch is that means like shell, doesn't it? Because it's in the sort of the flat bit inside your ear, so past all the gristly bits and in that sort of flatter bit inside in your lug all. But no, it looked good. But they've all dropped out, completely pointless. So let's go and get some more.
Let's do some more.
Some more. I know that you did pierce your friend's ear, didn't you, using a frozen sausage?
That was his eyebrow.
Was it his eyebrow?
Yeah. Sellotaped it on.
What, did you sellotape the sausage on?
The sausage on, made him lie on the floor.
It was the eyebrow.
Yeah, he was laying on the floor.
If I misremembered that as an ear. Jesus, Claire.
Frozen sausage and stuck a pin through him.
So what pin, like a sewing?
Safety pin.
A safety. Did you?
Yeah, they thought it was hilarious.
Oh,
it was stuck there with the safety pin.
There's some stories where I'm sad that I didn't, like in general, I'm sad I didn't know you at that age. And in other ways, I'm massively relieved.
That had not pierced you.
Yeah, because I would have just been like, okay. Oh my God.
I did have quite a vindictive sense of humour then as well.
And were you not squeamish pushing that through? Do you remember trying to push it through?
Yeah, I remember just relishing in the fact that he was letting me do it.
Yeah, you couldn't believe it.
Yeah, he was like, can we do this? And he's like, yeah, go on.
And then did you have an earring to whack through right away?
I can't remember that bit. I just remember I think we may have fastened it or something, just thought it was so funny. I know his mum went mental.
No, really? God, what's her problem? She needs to chill out.
Come knocking on our door. What, me, Dad? Sorry.
Did she really come round?
I think there was a bit of a thing afterwards. There was a phone call or something. I was like, what? It wasn't my fault.
Didn't even do anything. What? So maybe you just fastened the safety pin.
I think we did. I think we did.
That's what the punks used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
With the safety pin through the septum.
Yeah.
Jesus. Have you? I mean, I think. Well, we read out the other week, didn't we, about the girl who bought a piercing gun?
Oh, yes.
The Temu.
Pop-up shop in school.
Pop-up shop. That's an excellent email. So maybe, it's clearly still happening. If you've got tales of your teens, I mean, now when Mum was down, she was saying to my daughter, how many piercings have you got now? And my daughter's like 9.
She's
got 4 in one, 5 in the other.
Wow.
All up her ear.
I do love them up the ear.
And Ben's like, you're getting no more. And I'm like, I don't care, it's her ear.
Yeah.
I really don't mind.
Would he notice if she got another?
No. Because he says no, then she comes and asks me and I say yeah. Because I'm just like, that's the least of my worries with a girl. If she wants to get all her ear pierced, fine.
Yeah,
they're all doing it. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we'd love your stories, please, of your teens. Have you said no? Have you relented? Have they worn you down? Have they self-pierced? And of course, stories of your piercing experiences. As a teenager, please.
What did you pierce?
I would love them. I mean, Lola's boyf has got ones in his cheek, like above his lip.
The ones that go in but don't come out the other side.
Yeah,
you can get them in your body, can't
all
you?
over the place, yeah.
Lots of hairdressers have them up their arm.
Yeah,
Like
that's so weird.
Yeah.
You say that. I used to have a hairdresser who had a bar in their forearm.
Yeah, it's weird. But
Is that because their arms are on show a lot?
Yeah, because they wear a lot of bangles and rings and stuff. And
my God. Yeah, I seem to remember she got an infection in her arm bar and had it took out. Yuck. Any stories, please? We would love them. hello@teencommandments.co.uk, please. Stories on anything, raising teens, being a teenager. We absolutely love them. Please share these episodes. If you've got a friend who's never listened, pass it on. Let's do the maths. We have 1 million listeners now. By this time next week, we can have 40 billion. Just spread the episodes, if you will, like spreading love and laughter.
And legs.
And more legs. Spread them like Chloe used to spread her legs. Sorry, I take that back.
I just leave myself wide open.
hello@teencommandments.co.uk for all of your stories. We would love them. Thank you for listening to Teen Commandments. Share this episode and have a magnificent few days. We'll be back Wednesday with our Your Turn, Claire. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.